to Hit O'Clock, episode 15. We are back.
Yeah. What's good?
What's good? What's going on?
What's going on, guys? I missed you guys.
Really?
You did?
You did?
That doesn't look like
just
someone
teaching,
who...
not you two.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for saying that, because I was
Nice
getting
Joey.
worried.
I was gonna get worried too.
We're going to ask him,
With
why
what?
are you gay?
No, but I missed
With
PZ
that
as well.
man.
But for the money.
As usual. Gentlemen, how's it going? What's been going on? What's been catting?
Everything's good, eh? Everything's good. Oh, by the way, my name is Peasy, the money man,
As usual.
as always.
My name
Stacks.
is Joey with
The
the orange juice.
And
Like it's so-
my name is Christian,
man.
Christ-like.
explain why you're not in uniform like the rest of us.
Yeah, so what happened was I was coming here, then I met someone at Manda Hill who was like a huge fan. And they saw me in the merch and then they were like, oh my goodness, you just don't know how much I love the show. Just give me your shirt. So I had to give it to them. Thank you so much. I know you're watching right now. We love you.
That was
Christian with the pack date.
I'm telling you.
Masamba Machaka Sunday best. Can we show his shoes and every his outfit?
Nah, but I won't lie. That was a great way to break the ice. But not as good as the icebreaker that I have for you
Yes.
right now. So, who is the best radio, political, and social interviewer? A. Lucci. B. Gaspar Ngulube from Kwitu. C. Gary Masano. D. Zachariah Banda. Or E. The Money Man.
Let me say.
It is Zulu.
You guys are chuffing me, eh?
Look, for me,
You guys are chuffing me.
Let me just tell you. Apa, bali my interest banga bangati. 1, 2, 3, 4. Obviously, Peter, Hot Media Group. Peter is literally a smell away from me in the booth. This man. And of course, Gary is my boss. And of course, representing Kwitu FM 93.3, Gaspar, who comes immediately after our show. So, I'm conflicted. To be honest, these are my
Nah,
people.
but you have to give us a name.
No, I'm not.
Who's the best?
No, bruh. For me, those guys are the best.
And this one is for you because you're like involved in radio like so much.
I can't.
So Chichi, I think
I
we
can't.
leave it up to you. No one is gonna hate
on the
you.
show.
No, I can't. I can't peek. I can't. Like,
We need
for
a
real.
new rule on the show. If there's an icebreaker and it involves your profession, if you don't answer, you have to give us money.
Yeah,
I'll give you.
true.
Peace.
Give us.
Okay,
let me give my opinion.
Yeah.
I think I have listened to a couple of them, and not because he's here, but yeah, I think he does a good job for me. I can't go very far from home. So.
Nah, you can't.
To be honest,
it
I'm
right
conflicted between two names.
Who and who?
Who's your competition?
No, not competition per se. These guys are legends, man.
Yeah.
Legends.
Look at you trying to dump.
Okay, but Lucci
Ga-
is...
Yeah, Lucci is dope.
Yeah.
Lucci is dope. I've listened to him. He's dope. Gary taught me everything I know, and I'll go for Gary. Trust me. I was a yo bali.
So when I
Gary showed
said
me the
Peter, I
ropes.
was just joking. I also go for Guy.
All of Gary was there last week. Do you know Mr. Masan was there last week? He was just looking at you at all. Do you have a Christian? I don't know. So, all of us also started, those are food. Those are Hey, this is
Who's
a
your
tough
choice, Joey?
Oh, it's you, man.
Oh, it's me.
Yeah, you.
one.
What did that's just because I like a radio voice.
No.
Because you switch up when you're talking to him before we go on set. Once he just comes, oh, hi guys. I wish I had that radio voice that I could just switch to.
Okay, I've got one for you guys. Which one out of life's guarantees are you prepared for? A,
Now it's not tricky.
we've got death. B, heartbreak. C, riches. D, poverty. E, wrong decisions.
The one we are prepared for.
Yeah, I think I'm...
I think one of those shouldn't have been. This is a special paper one now.
You know, right?
Dave,
That's what I'm prepared for.
I know,
That's what I'm
right?
saying.
Why is riches there?
Death wasn't supposed to be here.
No, but you
No,
know how it
riches
is.
wasn't supposed to be there because the other ones are bad.
Are you prepared for?
For riches?
You know-
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Give me
That's what
money
I'm
today.
saying. Death. Who prepares for death?
No, you know,
You prepare for death.
You know one thing about
Insurance.
death? Like, you know one
No.
thing I've realized about death is that, Christians go in that path of Christ thinking, after this, I need to go to heaven, right?
Yeah.
But most Christians do not know that the way to heaven is you need to die.
And
So,
I
like,
wanted to say
most
that,
of them are not ready
your
to
daily-
die.
yeah,
I'm not ready to die.
your
When I
daily
got
life,
Yeah, they're
actually,
really
your
good
daily
God.
life is
Yeah.
you preparing for death.
Death, yeah.
Me, I don't want to die.
Nobody wants to die.
Like I
But
really
the
don't.
reality
Nobody wants to
is,
die.
we all gonna die someday.
We're all going to die someday.
But I won't say that I am not going to die.
Ah, one me, I feel like
But
God is
Bishop,
going to
last
come
week when I
before
come
I
back to
die.
say positive things, you're supposed to live above 75. This is what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
I'll live until I'm
You
over
will live
90.
above
I'll be
75,
the cool
even over 90, even
grandpa.
over 500. But
And then
you
Christian,
still-
when I die?
me, I'm still there. There is a lot I need to achieve, but I'm ready when the time is right.
Ah, me, I'm not ready.
The only
Mandy.
thing that shall die is poverty in Jesus' name.
I know.
You know when
I don't
you have
even
when you
make
have
me
when you
live
have a
that.
family, when you've got kids, like, right, you don't think about death.
Now you don't
Yeah,
think
but
about
why
it.
is it such a scary topic?
I don't think it's scary. I think it's just a lot of people live in denial. Like it's just something that we have chosen
true.
to just to look. It's gonna happen, but let it
Scary,
just
guys.
come when it comes.
I don't
I
think
it's
people
the
are afraid
sadness
of.
that comes with it.
I don't think
It's
people
not
are afraid
fun.
of dying. I think they're afraid of dying at the wrong time.
Me, I think that people are afraid of what happens after you die. Like just the thoughts
Mystery.
of what's going on. Because you know, when you read so much, you start questioning really if there's heaven, there's hell. There's just like a lot. So me, I've just chosen just close that chapter of after death. I'm just gonna live my life the best way I can. And if death comes to me, it comes, and yeah.
And I mean, the Bible
There's so
says,
much
do
to
not
think
be
about.
afraid. So
Yeah.
let's keep that fear out.
No.
Stop thinking about these things. They're very confusing things.
Never
But
make
yeah.
me say the P word again. I don't say it in my vocab.
What's the P word?
Easy, because his name starts with P. So
No.
Is this show? What's this show rated?
18. Oh, it's
Which
the,
P?
it's the P word.
Poverty.
Yeah,
Poverty. Okay.
Oh,
I see.
thought
Come
it's
on, guys.
something else.
Yeah, so we go straight into the 180 degrees. So I am talking about a mobile money agent that faked being kidnapped. So I don't know how broke this guy was. So he decided to come up with a fake story of saying he was abducted. You know, because already we've had all these cases that we're
Yeah,
all
yeah.
talking about, discussing. Well, like, where is the country going? Why are people doing this? So this guy looks at that situation and goes like, this is a good way to make money. So he fakes up his abduction, and then they realize that he wasn't abducted, but instead he wanted to steal the money. So this guy gets in trouble. Why do you think people are reaching such extremes in order to make money in the country? Are things that hard? Question for you guys.
Things definitely are hard. But then going to that extent, I don't know.
I think he's a douchebag.
Yeah,
He's a big
I like that.
douchebag for
I
me.
also think so.
You're being very careless. Come on. The whole nation is sad because we have these two ladies that are missing and some have survived this ordeal. You decide, you get the 18... You get 18 pin, that doesn't belong to you.
Yeah.
You use it for whatever you wanted to use it for. Then you come back to us and say you've been abducted. How serious that was.
I know, right? Like he was taking it for a joke, you know?
You're taking a piss. There are families out there that are crying because their loved ones are missing.
And
Then
they
we should
don't
worry
know.
about... Nakari Panay.
Yeah, no, and I have missed out on a lot this couple of weeks. Has any one of you heard anything about the Pamela story? How far the police have gone with the investigation? Has someone been arrested?
I heard 8 people got. The Minister of Home Affairs recently said that 8 people got were rounded up in connection with that case. But
Yeah.
is this just another story like the gassing, maybe? Because wasn't this the same story? No, we've
hope
arrested
not.
some people.
We
We
hope
got
not.
some people together. But then how much effort are they actually putting into cracking down on
Yeah,
that?
speaking of effort, I even read somewhere the police were saying that they're appealing to, members of the public to come out if they have any information about Pamela. But I don't know whether that's enough really. Or maybe if they put some sort of reward at the end. Maybe people will be, will try to give some information. But I think as it is, they should just take this matter into their own hands, not rely on if there's anyone who knows anything. I don't think. I wonder what's going on. I just try to picture what she might be going through.
Yeah.
God forbid, I really hope she's still alive.
Yeah.
Well, I pray for the best.
Yeah.
I pray for the best. The minister.
That's our daily prayer, bro.
Yeah. The minister did highlight that they will, try and push the commissioning of these CCTVs that government has mounted in our neighborhoods, so that they become activated, they commission them, and they start using them. I don't know why they've been dormant for such a long time.
Yeah.
Because I remember we took a tour of it. The former Home Affairs Minister, Honorable Stephen Kampiongo, took us on a tour just to show us. And at that time, it was at 91% done. They even showed us the whole city. They showed us from Lusaka all the way up to Northern Province. Nakonde border, these cameras.
But they haven't started working.
Down Uko, Livingstone. And they were showing us live images and saying, this is how this thing works. But what are we still waiting for? Because by now, Pamela would have been found with that project if it was activated.
Yeah.
True.
Easy. So it's just for government to just, also make the work of the police a bit easier.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. We might call them names, but do they have the tools to actually crack these cases? Make it easy for someone. And setting them up to fail. Where do you even start? So I think this one, government needs to make sure that it just commission those cameras. Then we can hold the police to account.
Yeah, justice has to be served in the case of Pamela. So my friend had a wedding last weekend.
On the 23rd.
On the 23rd. Sent me a location, but it was a wrong location. So sorry, brah, I couldn't make it to your wedding because of your maps. Yeah.
It was a good one.
Yeah. So I am talking about Yo Maps, who's been ranked the highest paid artist.
Listen, first of all,
I love it.
No, that
was a good one.
That was a childish fun. You are kiddish.
Oh my God, Joey.
You
just had to.
I was gonna keep it, but
No, I'm not giving it.
no, you're not.
No.
Yeah, so I was talking about Yo Maps, who's been ranked the highest paid artist in the country. And I heard his booking fee is actually 35,000 kwacha. Do you really think that's an amount that's supposed to be
Is the highest?
Like you respect
35K?
someone because
35?
of 35,000 kwacha?
I thought he ships for more.
I know, that's what I was
I've seen
thinking.
some. I've seen
fee.
some. What do they call them? Quotations from some artists.
Yeah.
35. Where did they get that figure from? Because remember when Chandana K were just popping.
No,
that's the figure they were
no,
getting.
you guys remember where this 35,000 kwacha is coming from, right? They had an altercation between Sarafina,
Oh,
his
the one they were
manager,
trying to do
Kanika.
Sarafina a
Yeah,
favor.
that's how it started. Yeah, and then
Sarafina do this
he just
time?
blew everything out of proportion, and this whole 35,000 kwacha came out. Because Sarafina said, "Look, I think you owe me. We sort of have some relationship, and we're friends." So she didn't see it fit that they wanted to charge her 35,000 kwacha, but it wasn't indicated by anyone that this is really. I think it was just like in a
But this is
conversation.
Sarafina's amount.
I guess so, maybe. I guess
okay.
so. But I had an
fun.
opportunity to have a chat with Yo Maps about this. And of course, people were complaining about the whole scenario. And he was just saying, look, I come with a lot of people, musicians, dancers, and 35. I don't even know why people are complaining about 35. Because if you divide that 35,000 kwacha by everything that they put, the
team,
work,
yeah.
the team, it's even little, to be
very.
honest. It's even
Because
little.
I know it gets more than that.
Yeah, it's little.
Like,
He didn't say yes or no.
concern.
Yeah.
That was
won't
my
say.
concern, like 35 and then you're the highest
But
paid
I-
artist. If that's
I
your
know for a
booking fee,
fact.
then I'm like, no.
I
bro.
know for a fact that at the time Chandana K was just popping, when they were just new, that was their booking.
Now imagine now.
But it shot up quickly.
Yeah.
Quickly.
Hit
That was
after
the
hit.
start. What are they getting now?
Ora ni mavili mwana.
Chapo, triple.
Now, because that's the thing. I feel like that's a small amount of money. But let's talk about some big money. This week, Elon Musk is about to buy Twitter for $44 billion.
Now, where did you keep my money?
Let me tell you, Kupu. By the time I finish with these people, you know that I'm a sharp guy in business. I'm a hustling dada.
How rich do you have to be
I know
for
I'm
you
the
to
money
just
man, but
decide?
Kugani is a child 44 billion.
You just wake
How
up
does
and
it even look like?
I'll just
You even
purchase
get
this
broke.
44 billion.
You even get broke thinking about it.
Because that's actually quite insane and quite the amount. And it's like he just woke up and just decided
Yeah.
one day, he's like, I think I want to buy Twitter. And he's joking around. He's like, next I'm going to buy Coca-Cola so that I can put back the cocaine in it.
Yeah, so
That's what he said?
Yeah,
I've
because
been seeing those tweets. That's him.
It became
Yeah,
a
that's it.
whole
He said
thread.
he'll buy Facebook and delete it.
Yeah.
yeah, that's him.
He also said, I'm buying Manchester United. I'm like, yeah, you need to do that.
no, no one's going to buy the
That's what he
Finnish club.
said.
I'm sorry.
So
Number 6, who wants to buy
became
it?
a thread.
It's number 6, who wants to buy it?
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk.
Nkamba Manchester.
Number
6, nanga for Google.
asafuno igura kuigura so that vafakepo cheng'ombe motrafu
Imagine.
I'm using this for other things.
for better things.
You know, I don't want to go into the Manchester direction of discussion because someone will get punched here. So let's just leave it there. It gets personal when we start talking about soccer. So
Anyway, so
Okay.
kutoka kubola kunikania school abamsogolewa former first lady ba Esther Lungu ba graduate pa unza and a degree.
Congratulations.
Special education. I loved when Edgar Lungu was like, you know, there was a photo that was circulating, then he hugged her. And
Oh nani wa Christian Kumvela.
now Gubwele.
Ndiye wa Esther Lungu manje. Ndiye wa Esther Lungu.
But it just shows that school
closing
will
out
see
to
better.
men, so this-
School will see better wana mulungu. So, but group 3, this is my special dedication to you. Please. But group 3, what's on group D? What's I hope kwenda kudode ku GC kusari right? Don't. Ona ni mama imsogoro Esther Lungu ni bakulu. But our graduate degree. Na iwenda ku school punzila. Ngati vavuta kabine. But yes, there's just something about a paper. It just, you know what I mean? Practical na theory kufaka pamoja. It's beautiful, fantastic.
Congratulations madam mungabone mungatengeko iliyonse hapa.
And you know, like I feel like there are people in life that discourage people that go to school. They think, okay, school is useless. You can't really do anything. Maybe because they've made it, maybe using business or their talent. I feel like school is more important, especially if you're coming from a background that is not very okay. Because once you get that paper, it gives you the same opportunities as those that are coming from a good place and they've also gone to school. You are like at the same pace.
That's why I
in
say
life,
education
you know
is
what
an
I mean?
equalizer. It's the
Yeah.
equalizer. Just puts you on the same level.
Yeah.
No, that's true. And I feel like she should become an ambassador for something. You know, just like an ambassador for education at UNZA. So she can go on TV and say, I'm appealing.
I'm appealing as a mother of the nation. I'm appealing.
You guys to go and also get degrees.
You just had to go there.
You know,
That was the time in our life.
you became a politician. in that instance.
I'm telling
You
you.
became a politician. Speaking of politicians, guys, a lot of politicians made the news this week. Let's start with the PF. Mr. Rafael Nakachinda was detained for some comments he made on a show. I know I did have Mr. Nakachinda on my show on radio that this very week.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't on my show. It wasn't said on my show, but he said something similar. But he went on to just, say very aggressive things towards the head of state.
Yeah.
Mr. Rafael Nakachinda hails from the Southern Province as well. So he said some things that you wouldn't want to repeat. Because if you want to interpret them, you interpret them as best as you would want to interpret them. But he talked about, what's the word? Primitivity.
Ubututu.
Primitivity.
Yeah.
But from the presser, we heard that the president interpreted that as foolishness.
Okay.
Yes, that's his interpretation of that word. But that's what Nakachinda talked about, and it was very, very aggressive.
Yeah.
And now he's been arrested. He's even had his day in court, and he's denied the defamation charge. He's denied the charge on, hate speech and tribalism. He's denied all those charges, as well as defaming the president. I don't know if you guys had a chance to, look at those videos, and what are your thoughts on what he did or what he said?
It's just surprising. You know, he actually used to be a pastor.
Yeah, I heard that as well. Yeah, please, for real. I heard
Wait,
that.
you don't believe it?
No, me, I heard. No, me, I heard.
No, like I'm serious. He's
No, but
actually
for
a pastor.
real, me, I heard.
What's wrong with this too?
Let them have a moment, my dearest. Let's have a moment, baby boo.
You shouldn't have shown me.
So something is clicking.
Who's
in the
second? Who's having what's second?
They showed him something, so it's clicked when he said,
Oh.
pastor.
He used to be up.
I think he still is.
Okay. Nah, they kind. I don't know what you guys think. I don't know why politicians are so careless with what they say.
I know, right? And I feel like at that moment, it's like you're trying to prove a point or please someone, and then you...
But please who though?
You become ignorant. Because for him, obviously, he was trying to show to say... he was trying to make a statement that the president is not doing the right thing. So instead of him staying in that lane and using facts to with his argument, he went on to say... I had the Uwututu word in the video that I saw. Like you got the Uwututu of the Uwututes of Southern Province.
Of Wengwa.
Yeah, of Wengwa.
Where he's from.
And then
where
he's
he
the
hails
one
from.
you put in
And you
power.
put it in state
I
house.
feel like if you need to argue as a politician, have facts.
Patriotic Front member of Central Committee, Raphael Nakachinda, has been arrested and charged with 2 counts of defamation of the Republican president and expressing words of contempt or ridicule to persons because of race, location, and color. This is after a Solwezi resident, Bruce Kanema, on Sunday this week reported Mr. Nakachinda at Solwezi Central Police Station for issuing derogatory remarks against President Hakainde Hichilema.
They have got no right to insult the president. They have got no insult to insult the Tonga people. They've got no right to discriminate and refer the people of Wengwa to cows or to whatever they think of.
Like, argue with numbers and actual things happening. Don't go with your personal emotions and feelings, because that's why you end up saying such things. And then later when you realize you're in trouble, then you start denying.
And then when you deny, they give you some cachasu to drink. Speaking of cachasu, this week, my God, there was so much drama. Local government and rural development minister, Honorable Garen Kombo, was caught up on the wrong side of what should I say?
Politics, to be honest.
Yeah, of things. Because earlier on in the week, he was in town. He was clearing the cadres. There people clap for him. I went to Intercity, told some guy to lock the UPND office in Intercity. People clapped for him. Then he thought, I'm Uncle Gary, I'm the hero. Let me continue on this. And he went to Garden Compound. Garden Compound found some, illicit brew, cachasu. I think cachasu has been there for the longest time. My grandmother used to make cachasu in Chawama.
Okay.
I remember very well.
Yeah.
Very popular woman in those areas, God rest her soul. But she brewed that cachasu back in the day. And it really did help the household. And I saw that when he went in there, they started, spilling the cachasu and getting rid of it and saying it's very harmful to one's health.
This mob is angry because the government has pounced on their cachasu brewing business, which sustains their families. And this mother was found brewing cachasu, was forced to drink her own cachasu, which her children later took.
You a man now? Yeah, I'm the first. Drink. Start. Drink. Continue. Continue. Back, get a cup.
Then he made the mistake of speaking to one of the people that brew that cachasu and asking them to finish 10 liters of that stuff. That stuff is bad.
Really bad.
There's before, when you just get it, when it's being distilled, there's what is called number 1.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Level.
It's bad.
Heavy.
If you just put like raw liver in it, it will start cooking. And then he tells them, drink it. But I don't know what was in that container. Whether it was number 1 or it was number 2
or number
3.
Yeah.
We don't know. But the 3 drunk. I'm sure you saw the video after I was at Kumwa.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yes,
what
we
you
did.
guys think about the children.
Those
those
first of
are
all,
not
Jani Wakuro. But away from that, there are so many sides to this story. Well, like what Pizzy said, from regime to regime, this brewing of cachaço has been ongoing. It's been in existence for such a long time. And me, I just honestly feel that Bulgarian Combo's intentions, they were good, but it's just the way he went about it.
Execution.
He took the law into his own hands.
That was
Shouldn't have
just,
done that.
it was terrible. But you know, I was talking to someone about the aspect of maybe just legalizing the whole thing.
Cachaço.
Yeah, like
Who's going
maybe,
to own it?
No, I mean Kumalawi kuli kamo bakapara nako na kakachaso. And them they are funded by my cooperatives.
Oh yeah, Malawi and Gin.
Yes, so even us it's possible. Maybe we just find someone who knows how to go about, you know, like I don't know what they are called. Yes, like maybe just someone even posted, maybe just add some fruits, reduce the percentage, like just package it properly.
Yes. Reduce the percentage. Cachaço percentage in guessing.
Yeah.
That's why we need someone in profession. Yeah.
Like a 40.
Because you know, the thing is, you need to remember that if they legalize this, even the economy is going to benefit from this. Because I feel like it's an aspect of, obviously, of cleanness. Like what Bureau of Standards have got their own standards that they look at when they're trying to legalize all these people get into whatever they're trying to do. So it's just to engage the right people. Each ministry of SMEs or whatever this ministry they created, these are things they should be talking about. Engaging with Bulgarian Combo, say, how can we make this happen? Not check we end up muja mambo. So they watch it.
There should be a company who will be ordering, then it's going to package.
Even
so it should be
packaging.
paying these that brew. Then they should be telling them this is number 1, like Pizzy said, number 2 or number 3. So they buy that and they go package somewhere.
You know what they call it in the hood? Amaiti Kusedi.
Why?
Because mkafika kairi amaiti Kusedi. The guy will bring the guy.
So talking about stories, there's always a story that's trending. And this week we're talking about the presidential address that we just had. He said a lot of things from his heart, his mind, and the comments that people were making. Do you think you heard what you wanted to hear from that address that the president gave? Or do you think it was a lot more personal, expressive, and less of country issues being addressed? Like one thing I really wanted him to talk about, like when he's gonna go into State House.
Was it?
Yeah, like that's one of the things I really wanted him to address. The action for the minister that was with Ling Zhongjun.
He said he spoke to him. I spoke to him.
And he even said, if there's anyone who's got a better way of approaching this situation, call me, talk to me. Was that answer satisfying though?
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, like they spoke, then what?
To be honest, there were some answers that were given at that presser that made you think, oh my God, is this Edgar Lungu? Take off your mask.
We can't show our faces in here.
Take off your mask, let's see. Because you expected President Hakainde Hichilema to handle things a bit differently from his predecessor. And these are the things that used to be brought forward during President Edgar Lungu's time. People tell him, no, listen, there's this issue, look at what this minister's done. And you just say, everybody's innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah.
So I can't get rid of this minister. You made me fire Kambwili. Well, look what happened to Kambwili. Now I even lost a good cabinet minister. I can't take a stance. And that's the tone that President Hakainde Hichilema used that day. And these are serious allegations. There's another issue to do with the recording. I think Jonah from Diamond TV asked a question.
He asked
it's one of the questions that just needed tackle.
Yeah.
The president responded to that question. He did not answer it.
Even the DPP issue, you know.
No, but he kind of came out on that.
The DPP was just a roast. I'm telling you.
I agree, though.
When she watched that, oh my God, she was roasted.
Now didn't she even issue a statement talking about how she wants to have an opportunity to speak her mind as well?
She's saying the president should lift the oath of secrecy. So that she also gets a chance to speak. But hey, for me, that question, I really needed him to answer that question because all those are connected. The issue that was dealing with the Home Affairs Minister.
Yeah.
The issue to do with the accusations that came from Milingolungu's camp saying his aides met Milingolungu and they made him a deal and they gave him immunity. All those things are connected. His aides were there, they signed, and guess what? They put in an affidavit before the courts and they admitted to having met Milingolungu on all those dates and everything. And they just deny the fact that they did not offer him the immunity deal. But then again, when you read the affidavit, they said they were bargaining for his resignation. Guys, just balance me real quick here. Simple things. Joey, if I want you to resign and I'm bargaining with you, shouldn't I offer you something in return for you to do what you're supposed to do?
Yeah, exactly.
Not two words about it.
But to say that we didn't offer him something, but we were sitting and bargaining with him, what were you telling him? We'll give you crisps.
Lollipops, chocolates.
What's your favorite shoe? We're going to give you a shoe.
My favorite shoe is that brand that's the Immunity.
It was really shocking. Really shocking. I don't know what you guys thought. Those things stood out for me. If the president had tackled, I thought maybe he might have tackled them differently than what we've seen before.
And you know, like I feel like the issues that were in the open are the ones where he was supposed to come through and now give us like good info about them and not running away from them. Because we know about these things. You know what I mean? Like other things, we know they are bad, but you can't really come to us and convince us. Maybe we already have an idea. But these ones were so serious.
That's like, the same thing I said. It was, is this President Edgar Lungu? Take off your mask. Because it was Lungu that used to tell us, bring the evidence if you have it. Bring it.
Yeah.
Me, a private citizen, where will I even start? The only evidence I have is somebody takes a picture of your minister
and it's on
social media and they're carrying what appears to be a bag. If it's a gift bag, if it's a whatever is in there, you need to tell us. Because the way he explained it, it's like he didn't subject these people to an investigation.
Yeah.
He just talked to them and they assured him and...
Case closed.
I think he needed to expand a little bit more there. There was... highly questionable.
You know, one thing I hate is how politicians quickly forget how they got into power. You know, because this government should know they're there because of people's hunger for change, and we expect them to be different, really.
To be honest, I don't think he's forgotten per se. I just feel like he's still not yet balanced on how to go about it, and I probably also feel that the shoes are not as easy as he thought would be. Or, you know, being in opposition for such a long time, doing all those checks and balances, I'm sure they were like, when we get in, we're just going to show them.
To make sure
but now, Wankara Pampan, they find that, it's a different ball game. So I think, like what PC said, it's just the way he was explaining. It wasn't enough. It wasn't convincing. It wasn't befitting a president. You know, go in deep. And also, if you don't have really something concrete to say, just say, we're going to institute some investigations into this and find out. Not just, no, I called him, he told me ABCD, and this is it. So I think people are just like really expecting a lot from him because he's president. And also remember the sentiments that he was talking about of how he keeps on reminiscing the past. Like, we need to move on.
I think Joey said something. Joey said something about trauma and everything. It is real.
Yeah.
Okay? I don't know if maybe...
the things people say,
I think the things that President Hakainde Hichilema went through in opposition.
Yeah.
I think maybe he might. I don't want to say that. I don't know how to put it.
No, but I think
not facts.
But
I don't want to do that.
He's human
They're
being.
not facts.
Maybe
like we're just thinking.
He's human being, and maybe some of them
let me
got
just
to
say,
him.
if it happened to Joey, I'll tell Joey to go and get some help, like a therapist or somebody just help him get over the trauma. That's what I'll tell Joey. If something like that happened to him in
this context, Joey.
Yeah, Joey.
Yeah.
Go and
no,
see
but
a
that's the thing. I
therapist.
totally agree with that because I mean, if any other person went through something like that, they would have to go through therapy because I mean, you're getting hunted down.
Yeah.
People
You're
came to your
accused of
house
treason.
at night. They gassed your family. Your wife has asthma. You know what I mean? Like, so much has gone on.
Yeah.
And then that 127 days in prison. And I feel like that's why every time he comes on, he talks about it because it's still heavy on his heart.
Trauma is still there.
But then it's like, at the same time, I understand that. But if you're going to have a presser, you just need to come address the issues and get over it.
I agree.
That's a lot of hate for the sales, and I think we need to get into the hate rankings.
Exactly. So, top 5 best TV, social, and political interviewer. Number 5, we have Helen Zulu, who has interviewed me before and had a ball. And of course, we've got the People's Bay Edna from Power TV. Such a vibe as well.
Yeah, she is, man.
Then, of course, my leader, Jonah Dingidawa Buyoya, my boss from Diamond TV. Represent.
Oh, that's exciting.
This is my my leader, sir.
Where's my phone? Let me
My leader, sir.
Jonah, you should hear what she said when the mics were off.
Jonah, see
Jonah,
what
you
people are
should
doing.
hear what she says when before we come on set. Boy, who
Oh my
know?
God.
Don't leave them off
She
that
even says
boat.
that the fish swallows you when you reach the gates. And last time you packed your whole shack.
Anyway, as I was rolling down the. Okay, so number 2 we have Grevaze Zulu. This
Grevaze
man is a
dope.
legend.
Yeah,
he is. And of course, the only.
Brace yourself.
Yeah, like I'm ready.
Strong.
Chichufuna zingati.
needs a
Knife
raise.
panotinga fako.
Yeah,
Muzamba.
The
Fast,
only
okay,
CVO that I know in the country.
What
Chief
does-
Visionary Officer, my boss, custom one, sir.
CVO.
Vinachinda,
I've been wondering.
Yes, that's what CVO stands for.
I've been wondering, what does it stand for?
Chief, my friends.
Visionary Officer.
The home of Z pop culture, television
Okay, but
reinvented.
my boss wano ni wayo.
No, that was just a photo. It was just that day.
Ni kamba chaya, but my boss wano ni wayo. Suku no kamba. Ni wayo. My boss wako. Na mashade shani. Na suit chiobo.
Always on the flex.
Hitting interview na ma.
Always
Na
on the
langa
flex.
na.
Anyways, let's not continue talking about her boss. It can cost her.
In the literal sense. I'll get to
Fine.
Put it beautiful.
And I am talking about top 5.
I'm telling you. Inspired.
Get out of here. Okay. I am talking about top 5 most famous, or let's say popular Bible characters other than Jesus. You know, there were others that are famous. They are even famous even now, apart from Jesus, you know. Yeah. So number 5, we have John the Baptist. Yeah. He's a famous guy, right?
Yohanim Baptist.
Yeah, Yohanim Baptist. I'm sure he would have been the highest paid, more than your maps, because he was famous also. Like, yeah. Then we have Jonah.
He does it to himself. He does it.
Even me, I'm just like how I'm about to mess it up.
You know, you're like Nani.
Like you know,
like Nani and Manu.
you know how it is. Like in my brain, you know, usually I'm saying those things in my head, but I say them out.
Why do you say them out?
I'll learn.
You're above the water.
And we're just about to finish the show.
I just dropped the bar. You know, I always drop bars, so yeah. Then number 3, we have Moses. Number 2, we have David, and the one on number 1 is Judas.
Judas Iscariot.
Yeah,
Nah, I
that
think
guy is famous.
but he was a don.
Who? Judas.
Preach counsel, God, son.
Imagine, eh?
He was
The
tough,
nerves.
you know.
I know he was tough. Nah, but me, I
Strong.
respect Judas, man.
Me, I respect David. Because once I was a dungeon, you wake, actually.
I thought you were going to say something about
I know,
Goliath.
right?
She goes,
Oh.
That's what I'm thinking.
How many will at least 800?
No, that's Solomon.
Oh! No, we need to wrap that. We need to edit that. They're going to embarrass me to the world. Did they buy Busa? They buy Busa the day.
Am I Buza Jet?
Maybe David
But
would have
David, I don't know, window, Jana Diam Kazwamza.
Eh, no, man.
Aha, no, man. It's okay,
No,
I'm
but
in Danjo. I'm in Danjo. Eh,
Maybe
already
kama
was.
Chinyambi.
Maybe
Already
we were David
was.
was a cheat. Not one Bible, but David
But David is a brave.
Bad.
David is a brave. Also, Bechinampa at Goliath. He would have been a legend.
Eh,
know,
Imagine.
right?
serious.
It's a big thing. Everybody will talk about you.
But the way
everyone
put
will talk about
the
you.
way the animation is put in the movies, do you think it was that type of proportion whereby David Goliath was like
huge,
gigantic,
yes.
and David is just like
it was very huge. Yeah. Kuliche vantu romanje these days ukakumana chena vantu che or bunka sister wako was better. It's okay, guys.
Nah, but me I would be embarrassed. That
okay.
big and then you die with a legging.
No, but that just shows that God. No, it was just God was present. God was present. None of normal circumstances. Chance chingafina kadibu. Mulungu enze moche.
Otherwise bapono newa.
Bapono newa. Mulungu enze moche.
Okay, fair fight. No divine intervention. One-on-one. You put your mind
in there killing lions and bears.
It was God. Now without God.
You've watched Lord of the Rings, huh?
Yeah.
You've seen how the dwarfs do their thing.
Yeah.
It's possible.
That's in a movie. That was real life.
That was also a movie. Okay, but still it's not. This guy used to pick up people and rip them.
Real life.
And then someone should come with my legging.
No divine intervention.
With a pebble. I tell you what, a smooth stone by a river. Like this. Come there with the legging.
No, but without divine intervention. There is nothing.
That was a movie,
I like how you guys are talking about this story like you were there.
I doesn't be David the Nami.
We were there in the spirit.
I like how you guys are talking about this story like you were there. It's good. You've got a good memory. Let's go straight into the hate remembers and see how you remember this
skinny.
You know what? Like after seeing this video, like my advice to you, guys, learn to show pride. Don't like that.
Okay, today Christian is
okay, let's start recap.
Yeah, that was a good comeback.
Oh, man.
I don't even have comebacks to these today.
Please, you're about to ask a question.
Is it right for
what?
Is it a choir leader to be
To be what?
Is it right?
It wasn't looking so bad.
Is it right?
It was a dance.
Is it right for grown men to stand on the pulpit and start? I'm going to London.
What if the one who made the choreography for that was a lady? So,
but have you
she
guys
put in
ever
some of the ladies'
ever
moves.
been to King's Malembe and Christine's concerts? It's just like that.
I know Malembe is
It's beautiful. It's fantastic. It's wonderful.
No.
But Vina. But ka energy. Oh, me I like such.
Okay, go to my dance to Christine. Natutamba.
Manje.
So now the kings are not
Black people never say it directly, man. Is he? It's some guys, Adiko. What's wrong with just saying the word? Is he?
Let's go straight into another one.
We had already a hospital, St. Francis, but because of congestion, the minister, he has heard our cry that now population has grown. The president can't do it just in 3 years, 4 years, being the president, said, can you make it seem that will be coming like Lusaka? No, give Edgar Jagwalungu time, and he will make it.
Hey, my guys, this, I'm happy that you. I'm happy. This dude just got arrested this week. Guess what?
For forging is grade 12.
And arrested.
Yes.
This makes sense.
That explains it.
Get him out of there.
That explains
He
it.
actually got re-elected.
Yeah.
He's still a member of parliament for Sinda. And I'm like, so when I was just playing back. Ish, this guy is a member of parliament. My God.
That's why, man, you can tell how to balance. I can find that maybe you're good on the ground, but school,
Uribe.
how to strike the balance is
My
quite hard.
Evagambati, once I didn't have on your hijab. But it's been taken to court. The police are saying he forged. He's got 2 counts of forgery because this is second term in parliament.
Yeah.
Obviously, meaning he's presented the same thing twice. But he's got 1 count for forgery, but 2 counts for presenting it to the
But
ECZ
the way he's talking,
the first time I just saw it.
I think we just need to allow other languages in parliament because
I'm telling you.
He was just having fun.
No. That's parliament.
That moment.
That's parliament.
He was having fun.
August House behaving what naganimokatwish.
But the things we subject ourselves to.
I'm telling you, all I should be the ones who go and vote.
Imagine.
So here, you guys are trying to blame the people in Sinda.
No, that's the best guy they have in Sinda. But you know how it is in a rural
Good
setup.
on the ground.
But many if Christian should be a member of parliament.
I can mislead you.
The way they start talking, mwana wandani, anafika great 12. Amfumu. So when the political parties go and ask for a candidate in that area, they'll point at you, Christian, and say, Mwana wanetiziwa wampamvu. Christian. What do you get? Njovu.
You get my headache.
By the way, that was just an example. I'm a very smart guy. On that note, we've come to the end of our show. We hate to say goodbye, but it's been lovely, man.
Yeah, and please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Hype Digital. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook because we hate being broke.
Exactly.